Okay guys, back on the Sorcerer again. Just gonna pick my guy here and normal setting. So, yeah. Last time I completed level 1 to 4 again, also known as Cathedral, and I'm pretty much exactly where I'm left. I found this really nice staff here with 158 charges, and I had the witch Adria that's up here to the north. I had her recharge it, and yeah. Let's see if I can make a better figure than last in the Catacombs up here. There we go. So I had this goat guy, he sort of 3-4-shotted me, something like that. I don't know, I really wasn't on my toes there. I could have done a better performance, I think, but I didn't. Let's see, so we're gonna 4 hotkeys here, we're going healing. Then I got the charge bolt from my staff, not my own spell. Actually, I think it's using my firebolt damage, but it's on here as a staff though. Just one last check to see if I'm actually recording, and I am. It's a little bit clumsy, like I said before, the setup here, because yeah, it's an old game, so peace be with it. Anyway, name of the game here, back on level 5. Make some room to maneuver. Ouch. We got business, so we got these hidden guys here. And they get 2 taps, sort of. So I thought to get them killed before they run far away. They are really annoying for Sorcerer here with low hit points because they come out of nowhere. And they hit pretty much as hard as these goat guys. So, as you can see, the goat, he was sort of 3 or 4 shotting me. So if I get 2 of these guys hitting at me at the same time, it's pretty much the same death sentence, you could say. Alright, so, oh, and then we got these, I think it's these sort of black deaths. Yeah. It's the guys that, if they hit you, they will take 1 of your hit points permanently. And by the way, I didn't buy any additional mana, because with these 158 fireball charges, I should be doing pretty good. Extra scroll of town portal is nice, and now that I'm thinking of it, yeah, I actually have town portal as a spell now, which is very useful. Yeah, I was about to say there could be a huge chunk of mobs in there. And that's why I'm sort of leaving this. I'm leaving this barrel up, so I could sort of create a sort of bottleneck there. In case there were a lot of mobs in there. And another book. Book of Firewall, not too bad. I think I have it already. Yeah, so level 1, it's 28 mana and 62 damage. And we're talking 26 mana and 62 damage per tick. So a little less cost. Do the barrel now. And I think usually the maps are typically like 3 mobs, something like that. And we found 3, not like 3 mobs total, but 3 different kinds of mobs. So these small guys here are probably the easiest. Well, I was just doing a little test shooting, especially for these sort of hits. I think there was at least 1 more. And by the way, a good sign if I can sort of move a spot where I usually can sort of move to, then it's typically because there's one of these hidden guys sort of being hidden, and yeah. Oh, so there's a fourth different kind of mob here. Wonder if he's coming around the corner. Yeah. This is called Overlord. Oh, nice. And yeah, magic it is. So, we have just become level 12. So, it's probably full of mobs in there. The question is, what kind of mobs? And it's these big boys here. I'm pretty confident I can take them because I got this doorway up here to the north. I just don't want to do too many of them at the same time. Yeah. With the few hit points I have, I'm gonna replenish my life each time I take damage. Alright, so as you can see, this area now is cleared besides the closed doors.
Do not have a spell ready.
Okay, so this sucked a little. Because my staff just ran out. So I'm setting up my normal sort of firebolt as a second now. Yeah. So pretty much the same damage, but great. That was really I had my healing spell instead of my firebolt, so I just used quite a bit of mana in vain. One thing, well, I could set up as my firewall instead of my, what is it? Holy Bolt. Because I haven't really found any mobs that are sort of, you could say, receive the Holy Bolt. Anyway. So this is a perfect way of using firewall. That was not a perfect way to do it though. So I just... what I did is that... So one of them hit me. See, that hurt quite a bit. Firewall is dangerous, of course, also for me, because I think it's the only spell that I take damage of myself. As you noticed. So why I walked through it to take damage, it was because I wanted to lure more mobs to me. And as long as you're not standing in it for a longer period of time, you're alright. But with my 41 hit points, it hurts quite a bit. even if I'm just standing in it for like one tick. And this looks like, if I open the door into this area, I can imagine there's a ton of mobs in there. Meaning that it will be a good spot for firewall as well. Pling, the good sound of a ring. And like I said before, you can sort of remove the map and then press the C or the Z button in order to sort of, if you're looking for an item that's hard to see. So I got a feeling instinctively there's a ton of mobs in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to block the door and then put up one firewall in front of me and then simply just block the door. So the mobs will, in order to be able to hit me, they'll have to be standing in the fire. There we go. I might even make, you know, like I've done now, a double firewall. Oh, and I'm completely stupid, I guess. Very nice, complete massacre here. So I'm sort of making a layer of firewalls. And now I'm just simply gonna have to wear it out. So the last of them wasn't that stupid. They just don't walk completely, so all sort of into it, you could say. Alrighty, so there's another open door down here to the south. With a single mob in it, so I'm just checking if there's something on the ground, which there wasn't. So what's left of the map is there's an open door down here. And one here as well. Just gonna have a bit of brown mana myself. With these hidden guys, it's really important to sort of block the door so they won't come behind you. Just wanted to make sure that I'm trying to move a little bit ahead, but not too much, so I'm sort of walking into the flames. There we go. Could be a little cheeky and put up another one there. Oh. So the zombies here are that stupid that I can sort of lure them into the fire. There we go. It's not all mobs you can do that, but as you saw before. We go, fire out. And another one, that's quite incredible. One ring is fairly rare, 2 ring is exceptionally rare. On the same map, I mean. Just test shooting to see if there were any of these sort of hidden guys. And we have the exit here to level 6. Okay, that was really stupid. So I hit one of the boxes and took like half my hit points as damage, and then I immediately hit the barrel beside it, which could have killed me actually. So that was, yeah, that would have been a pretty nasty way to go. So I think there's an area up there, and there's one down here to the south, and I'm gonna do a quick here, of course. I need the XP, and I should could use the gold as well for killing these mobs, finding various items. When I have 16,000 gold, hopefully Adria will have a book of mana shield for sale, and after that things are looking a bit more light. In the sense that you can pretty much add my mana pool on into my health pool. So my total health after I start using mana shield will be my current 41 hit points plus 202 mana. It's not entirely true because I'll be using mana like constantly, so no, naturally I'll have less health than that, but overall I will sort of have more hit points, and I am still extremely squishy at the moment. Okay, massive factor. So trying to advance a little bit in order to like lure one of these dummies into the fire. Then close the... It's a bit hard because a lot of times I'm hitting the door, but I want to block the door so that these the hidden ones, they can't just, you know, come behind me really. So quick sneak peek, but only like one mob left. Yeah. And we're done here. So, we are now the furthest that we have been so far. I don't know why I'm talking in we's, but I guess I could say the mage and I, and maybe you, the watcher, as well. But, yeah, I did manage to clear the full level 5 last before I died, so I am a little bit further now. So I'm gonna go down here to level 6. I don't really have that much interest in going to town. Yeah, well, I do because I need more mana and I need to recharge my stuff. It's at 158 charges. Further, I could sell some of this crap and especially have my rings identify and stuff. But money-wise, I got 12,000 and I need 16,000 to... I need 16,000 in order to be able to have money for a the Book of Mana Shield, which is my greatest wish, you could say. So, yeah, what do we do here? So I'd like to clear out this room first here. It's a bit of a problem here because I have two major entrances. I have a big one here. Well, it's actually not that big. Might be the most... What I'm trying to do is I have some room to maneuver in. So, worst case scenario, I get a huge pack of mobs now. Because where do I run then? So far I have no aggro from over here, so I'm just gonna sneak peek some more to the other side. I have an idea that there's a ton of mobs inside this room as well, and while I'm at it, I'm just gonna look at this hidden shrine. I'm pretty sure that it's a very good shrine, the hidden... I'm just gonna look. Maybe not at the current moment, but for later. Yeah, okay. So it is for later. This hidden shrine, which is fairly rare, I'd say, is a shrine that will take 10 durability of one of your items, and then give plus 10 durability to... okay, my good old buddy is the goat guys. So it will take 10 durability from one of your items, and then give... ouch. And then give 10 to all the others. So there was some kind of archers down there. I'm not quite sure. You know what? I think I'm gonna go up to town. Yeah. I don't wanna sort of run out of mana and have issues with I can't use my staff. That is pretty much my best item at the moment. Not to mention that I can identify my rings. Not to mention that, yeah, I don't have much space left, etc., etc. So I need to be a little better prepared.
Stay a while and
listen. Let's identify our stuff. It's not terrible. Not that great either, but Ring of the Sky, yeah, sure. At least it's 2 extra mana points from 1 extra mana, and yeah, sure, it's a little bit of life as well. We can see what 10 dexterity actually does to your character. So armor class 16 to hit 58. So it gave me 5% extra chance to hit and 2 extra armor. Sure, it's better than nothing. I'll take it for now.
Well, what can I do for you?
So, selling some of the stuff here, I don't really need it. Repair. I could see if he has anything. Actually a very nice armor, but do I want to give 10,000 for this armor? I think not. So, yeah. I'm not gonna do anything about this. I'm just gonna replenish my mana, maybe sell a few of these scrolls here. And yeah, I'm gonna sell this, and I'm gonna sell this. And then I think when I get down again, I'm gonna use my infravision. I'm gonna sell this as well. Because with the archers and these goat guys, and I'm got a little post-traumatic stress from last with these goat guys. I don't want to be shot at by archers and then hit on by these gold guys. Sorry, I don't want to be hit by the goat guys from last where one of them killed me, and on the same time be shot by archers. So I can avoid that a little bit by using the infravision scroll. Yeah,
I sense a soul in search of answers.
There we go. Let's see what she has for sale. Fill up my belt for starters. And she actually has a scroll, a mana shield. Yeah, I'd like that very much, definitely. I think I might take it, and I'll probably take a Book of Holy Boulders. Never mind that. I'll take a scroll of mana shield, then I'm gonna fill up... Oh. And I'm gonna recharge my stave. I'm gonna play it a little bit more safe than last, because... as we all know, I died last. I was in the caves here. So, the staff is recharged now. I got 158 charges. Let's see. So, healing still first, and staff damage, or fireball damage from the staff second. Holy Bolt. yeah, shoot. Maybe not so much, actually. I think I'm gonna take Firewall and then a Town Portal. So I got a defensive ability, my healing, I got my Firebolt from the staff, I got my Firewall if there's a door opening where I need this, and then finally a Town Portal Scroll. This one so I can sort of get away from there. Besides that, I got a Mana Shield, and with the setup that there was down there, I don't like that too much. Like I said, archers with goat guys. So I'm gonna use a Mana Shield. It'll last until I take that much damage that it's gone. If I lose all my mana. If I lose all my mana, it'll be gone. So I have to replenish my mana all the time before I reach 0 mana. Yeah, otherwise I'm back to... like playing this game like without mana. But it was some sort of... Oh, I was about to say skeleton archers, but it was also a goat archer down there in the bottom. I have a nice angle there where I can shoot at the goat guys without them being able to shoot back at me, at least here, but there's probably a ton of them in there. And you could say it was 1200 gold is a lot of gold to invest. Yeah, I can take this shrine. Well, and then again, not, because it's a way more safer way to play this until I actually get the book of Mana Shield. Just to show you how this hidden shrine works, it's later in the game I'll actually be searching actively for these shrines, but I got 3 items at the moment. Durability, let's see, 12 and 36 and 19. And now that I took it, I got durability 22, so I got 10 and 50 and 9. So it took 10 durability from my crappy hat here, and you could say then I got 10 durability on these other items. Had I had, say, a sword and a shield, they would sort of be calculated the same way. So Hidden Shrine is very nice. I think it's one of the 2 best shrines. The other one is a so-called Enchanted Shrine, but I don't think I'll find it on these levels. Not at sort of normal. I can imagine they won't start coming before, say, Nightmare difficulty or something like that. Okay. Massive goat fun here. Yeah, it's quite a slaughter at the moment. So now the archer got the angle where he can shoot at me, I kind of shoot at him. That's... Oh, holy crap, there was a lot of these guys. I'm really glad I took that mana shield. With all this, yeah, all these goat guys. I didn't hear this drop, but...
Where would I put this?
Great. So, but there was actually a magic saber there. So I'm trying to stand where the light radius will sort of lure them into the fire. Good opportunity to drink coffee, by the way. So I'm just gonna pick up the saber and some of the gold, and yeah, let's put some archers up here.
cannot carry any more.
Nope, I guess you can. Well. Oh, it's right in front of me. Yeah, so back to using my normal firebolt spell, and it's probably a good idea because I'm really sort of filled up, you could say, and I'd like to get this book as well, which is a book of Holy Bolt. That's fine. And just for to showcase here again, so we are talking currently spell level 3, mana cost 5, damage 22 to 31. And now it's 4, 22 to 31 still. So you could say, yeah, well, this is easy, any class can use it. This problem is that each time you learn a spell, we now have spell level 4 on Holy Bolt, the magic needed in order to be able to read the book will rise, and eventually Rogue and Warrior will have problems sort of following that path, and only Mage really will be able to do so. There are other ways to come around that sort of problem. Studded leather armor, yeah, interesting. Still can't wear it though due to strength issues. Oh, and by the way, I could use my telekinesis spell here. I forgot if I got it on this character or if it was the other. I'm just gonna see. Yeah, I actually have it here. So what you do here is, first of all, I need space. So I'm just gonna kill this guy as well. There we go. So you use the telekinesis spell, and then it will interact with stuff from a distance. And then if I use it again, so you could say first time I take it out of the shelf, and then the second time I sort of place it in my inventory. I remember, yeah, probably like when the game came out, I was playing with a friend of mine, and he was always rushing in to sort of get the books, so I learned this trick to sometime. If he was getting a bit too greedy, I would sort of take the book by telekinesis. So he was in, and then he was complaining about why there weren't any books in the shelf. And yeah, I ended up telling him. Alright, so probably filled up in there. So what I'm gonna do here is block the door. And then simply annihilate these guys. Make sure that my mana doesn't run out, because then I'm screwed with all these goat guys. And time to drink coffee again. There's probably a few survivors in there though still. Yeah. Just placing myself so they can only hit me one at a time. Oh yes sir. So there was another scroll of mana shield here, very nice. Oh, and a magic axe. So there's a lot of stuff here, and because I bought too much mana, to be honest. I used too little of it, you could say. Then, yeah, I'm gonna have to come back here eventually when I'm down here. I could identify the saber. So I'll try to remember that there's a magic axe inside the room where I just came from. It should be worth a few bucks. And we got another level. Things are going quite well at the moment. Yeah, famous last words. Oh. But as you can see, it was definitely worth buying that, investing those 1200 gold in a scroll of mana shield, because otherwise I probably would have been dead now. Or at least I would only have been able to advance way more cautiously than I am at the moment. And it's important that you sort of try to keep track on your mana at the same time here, so I don't run out completely. Yeah, bro. Yeah. So, no aggro, I'm just gonna replenish some more mana here. Just wanna make sure where my precious is. My scroll of mana shield was right there. Interesting here where the bell made some damage, but the skeleton also took damage actually. Now I had the good angle here again where they can't shoot me, but I can shoot them.
Where would I put this?
So let's see, there was a magic club, I'll take that. Just making sure I have no aggro from down there, I don't. So, due to me having this staff, just gonna mark this maze with the potion really, so I can see there's something else there. So far, there are 2 magic items I need to pick up, an axe and a mace. But things are going so well at the moment due to the staff that I got with all these charges, so I'm saving so much mana that I actually have problems picking up all the items that are dropping. Probably a full stack in there. Yeah, okay, and some rare guy as well. This guy may be... Yeah, and you should definitely respect these guys that can hit like a truck. So I'm just gonna retreat a little bit here. First of all, I just want to dump aggro. Which I actually cannot do there. So there is a chance, I didn't get to try it out, but there is a chance that he's immune to fire, and if he's immune to fire, then I'm pretty screwed. So I'm just gonna hide in here. So there was an axe, I'm just gonna bring, I think I dropped aggro, I'm just gonna keep an eye on him. Okay. I'm gonna set up a town portal, I got plenty of them at the moment, so I'm just gonna set up one. Problem is, if I go up to town now, I lose my my mana shield. But there's also a chance that this guy hits so hard that I can't really get away from him, and I'd like that not to happen, of course. So I think the plan is now to find a doorway and then try to see if I can firewall him down. I think he's right there. Yeah. Okay, so I thought he couldn't take damage from it, but he can, so I should be able to handle him. I just need to pretty much face tank him while I'm there we go. So I'm just taking the damage while firewalling him down. There we go. So ironically, he almost sort of screwed my helm, but I got another drop. And like I said, the reason why I wasn't going to town in order to see if there was some kind of spell that could help me out going in, is that I lose my mana shield then, the bubble over my head. And yeah, okay, I got another scroll, but I'd rather use the next scroll in the level below. So what would be smart, sort of, is that I go below and then I can go to town, because the second I go below, seeing how much stuff I have. The second I go below, I lose my mana shield anyway. I think I'm actually gonna drink these two. Pick up the helm, which I cannot wear because we're talking 35 strength. I got 15. Alright. Let's see now that I'm here. Yeah, I cleared up everything. So, when I'm fully cleared, I'll need a little bit here as well. Yeah, I need this room in here, which is probably filled up with these goat guys or something like that. So I'm gonna block. There's one left, I can't see him though. Oh, right there. Interesting. There you are.
I cannot carry any more.
And I might just blow these identifiers, see if things are worth anything. I mean, there's no reason to carry around an axe that fills up 6 slots if it turns out to be complete crap. Another one here. So, almost complete here. Some decent white items that could probably bring in a few bucks and stuff, but yeah. Gonna let them be. Extra healing pot would probably be a good idea as well. The one I dropped there. I only got one, but yeah, sure I can heal by simply using my healing spell. Just gonna clear up this room fully. I think there were a few archers left. There we go. And some of them might have followed me around here when that special guy was there, but it doesn't look like it. Fine. I'm just gonna see what this tainted shrine is all about. I need my papers. Just a second, guys. What was it? Tainted, yeah. Okay, so a tainted shrine will it will to the user, to me, it has no effect at all. But had there been any other players in the game, they would get +1 to a random attribute and then lose 1 to all others. And that's exactly why I don't feel like playing on, say, Battle.net, because if you were playing even with a friendly guy that accidentally picked this one, he could pretty much, well, I wouldn't say ruin your character, but he's making your character weaker, and we are talking permanently. And people don't even know it, so some of these shrines are really, really awful. I mean, they will make your character weaker. And I can tell you, when we reach endgame, if I make it that far, we are talking hell difficulty, you need every single hit point and mana point in order to survive down there, especially in the beginning, when you get there. So, yeah, further, I must admit that I love to sort of max out my characters to try to, you know, make them function as best as possible. But that's one thing. But the other is that it's pretty hard on hell. And yeah, even a mage here that aren't that sort of doesn't rely that much on his hit points as soon as I get the mana shield. I can imagine, and I've tried situations as well where I lost my mana shield because I took so much damage, or I was, for a second, I wasn't sort of paying attention. So I used too much mana or took damage or both at the same time. It matters if you have, say, 100 hit points or 90. It can be that small a difference if you live or die. Massive pack down here. I'm just gonna do a fighting retreat. And as you can see, these goat guys, they're sort of trying to surround me. I don't want any of them behind me. Because they'll block my exit then. There we go. Full rejuvenation, sure, that's nice. I'm gonna exchange this with the full healing pot that I had. This will give me full healing and full mana, and in a sort of a panicky situation, that's way better. Massive pack again. So it's also rather important not to get hit on by these guys. Because they can stun me, and then I won't make it back to safety of my doorway here. There we go. I think there was at least one archer down here, unless I hit him by luck while shooting at the other guys. No sir. Alrighty. Cool. Another area that was level 6 cleared. I'm just gonna replenish my mana. So the plan is to go down now, maybe secure a tiny bit of area, and then so I have sort of proximity safety, you could say. And then I'm gonna go up to town, sell all my stuff, recharge the staff probably. I don't know why I keep calling it a stave, it's a staff. So I have to remember now I don't have any lightning trap here, which I dodged. I don't have any mana shield at the moment, so I'm just gonna go up to town. I think I had quite a few of these, so I'm gonna use one of these. And as you can see, yeah, as I said, I lost my mana shield. And you'll always lose your mana shield if you remove yourself from the level you are currently at.
Hello, my friend.
Even if you go here up
Stay
to
a
town.
while and listen.
Terrible helm. It absorbs half of threat damage, so had I actually equipped this and been hit by the lightning, then then I would take half the damage. What can I do for you? Never mind that. Anyway, lots of money, very very nice. The club could be interesting. 3 to all attributes. That's also 3 to magic and 3 to strength. Is there some item that I would like to equip? Just gonna see if there's any... Yeah, the infravisions could be useful. I'm just gonna put them here. The only thing I'm risking doing this is that... if I sort of escape and quit Diablo, which I promised
Whoa,
myself
what
that
can I do
should
for
be
you?
able to do. Mainly due to the fact that I could be surrounded without having a chance to know so from these hidden mobs, and if I got like 2 of these sort of hitting me at the same time, then I'm pretty much dead. I'm not gonna get out of there. I think it's a little bit unfair that I don't have any chance at all to do anything about it. And yeah, so later if you get from, let's say, from level 9 to 10 or something like that, there'll be like a few seconds and then you're surrounded by them and you'll just die. So the only option I'll have really is to die or just escape and quit Diablo.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
Pretty much, like I said before, the same as using petrification. Potion of petrification and all the 4 in World of Warcraft. Okay. This sucked a little bit though, because she's got nothing at the moment. But she's can recharge my stave, that's nice. And I think I'm just gonna, yeah.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
I'm not gonna sell my mana shield, that's probably my most prized asset at the moment, but I could sell these scroll of fireballs. There we go. Would have been nice if she had the book. Almost every time when I come here and I don't have the money, she was offering the book.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
But now when I really need it, she haven't got it. Yeah. Life is tough. So, I should have plenty of... Actually, I'm gonna put this over here. The reason why I'm doing this, yeah, you could say it's partly OCD, but when you're down in the dungeon, it's easier to sort of pluck the mana pots down in my belt from here than I have to go all the way from over here. It can save me a second or 2, and that could be the difference between life and death. So, let's see, healing, staff, firebolt, I have it recharged now. And then firewall, yeah, sure, and town portal as a scroll. The reason why I'm picking town portal as a scroll, I have it right here, is that if I run out of mana, then I can't cast the town portal as a spell. So it's actually safer to use it as a portal at the moment anyway. Yikes. Okay, so I just drank the last bit of my coffee. It was cold, and so I spilled a little bit. It's fixed. Okay, back for business. So yeah, I could choose... There are 3 ways to go here. I think I'm actually going to choose the door, because it's the safest way. If I go up here and I overpull, I have nowhere sort of to fight instead of just kiting around here, and could be really dangerous. So I'd rather sort of initially do my, yeah, open the door here and the next one as well. Probably a lot of mobs in here, yeah. So these red guys are, not red guys, red goats. They are resistant to fire, and that's why they took a hell of a beating. So yeah, pretty nasty guys, and I'm not that well equipped for them, you could say. There's nothing else I can do than just try to hammer them really, but still. But I'm still glad that I picked the option here where I sort of I fight them here in the doorway, because if I sort of go some of the other ways as well. Oh, shit. There's a ton of these guys. So back to my safe doorway here, and then... if I picked one of the other routes, I would probably be dead now. If there was the equal amount of mobs, and that could be up here north, meaning up in this area or in this area. And yeah, I couldn't do this sort of fighting... Oh, magic item. Fighting retreat, sort of. To my doorway, I mean. Because there wasn't any doorways. So these red goats, I can handle maybe one. As soon as there's another one. Any other mob, really. There's 2 of them now. Then it's back to the doorway. Only problem with this is that my armor's gonna break. Ah, I still have some left. But yeah, taking that much melee damage is pretty rough. For my armor, I mean. So when I'm fighting them like this, the most important thing is simply to make sure that my mana is up all the time. If the mana is out, I'm pretty much one-shotted by those goats there. The red ones are pretty nasty. I think they're actually sort of the hardest goats, the red ones. It's like they have tier of mobs, you could say. And sort of the brownish goats here is maybe tier 2 or something like that goat. But the red goats are, from what I recall, they're the worst. I mean, they hit the hardest and have the most hit points. Spooky shrine, I think it's crap. So I'm trying to get this guy coming to me in a straight line. And because he's resistant to fire, you can see how much damage he's able to take before I get him down. Very nice though, another level, yes sir. Thank you very much. It's meaning to not only more sort of mana for offensive spells, but for it's pretty much hit points as well, as I'm using my mana shield. Oh, I ran out of juice for the... well, not juice, I ran out of my sort of... my staff with born charges, you could say. So I have to... It's this one. It's at 0. So, but it served me well. Killed a lot of mobs here. So let's try and do the big room down here. It's probably full of goats, so I have to, yeah, soothe my nerves here and then get some firewalls up and running. Oh. These sort of small guys, that doesn't matter. Just gonna make a quick in and out. Just to see if there's anyone else, because then I could sort of lure them down here. But there weren't any more, apparently. Yeah, so highest on the wish list at the moment is a book of mana shield, so I can cast the mana shield all the time. And second on the list is a book of lightning, because then I'll be able to cast lightning. Then I can do these sort of red goat guys without too much problems. They don't have any resist to lightning, I think. So let's see, Spooky Shrine. I'm just getting through my old papyrus here. So Spooky Shrine's pretty much like the other one, where it doesn't do anything to me, but health and mana are restored to full on other players. And yeah, sure, that's nice. So yeah, there's no need to take it really. It's an okay-ish shrine still, but imagine here in the beginning when you're actually playing this game and people you're in here with other players and they're taking a lot of shrines, and yeah, eventually you'll find that your character aren't working that well because because you've simply, I mean, been punished by all sorts of well, shrines that you didn't even know about. You can just realize that you are losing stats really. So yeah, flash, sure, fine. I'm just gonna sell it. But it's an AoE effect, you could say. Spell. It's not very good. So quick in and out. Not that many mobs here. What I'm most afraid of, even here with my, or what I respect the most, you could say, is being surrounded by these melee mobs. Because they will. One thing is that you're losing a ton of hit points, but they will also stun you. So I can't get away and I'll probably die. All I can do pretty much is, well... all I can do is pretty much just take the pain, and then eventually when I run out of mana, then yeah, I'm dead. I would probably use the escape, quit Diablo then, to be honest. If I can make it. Sometimes it'll go extremely fast when you're surrounded by melee damage. Oh. And while I'm waiting on my firewall, I'm not gonna go through 2 or 3 firewalls in order to hurry things up, speed things up. I'm just gonna wait them out. But it's a good opportunity to just refill your belt then. Meanwhile, as I did. No big boy. I'm just checking. Yeah, I got 16,000 gold now, so I'm actually, if she has the Book of Mana Shield, I'm definitely gonna buy it. Block the door. Then these guys can pretty much roast in their own fat here. It was a small shield, I just picked it up. I got room for loot at the moment. There we go. So I went this way even though I was sort of surrounded, because then the other goat guy, he would stand in the fire, try to hit me. Yeah, they don't like the firewall that much though. Book of Holy Bowl, yeah, sure, fine. The problem is these guys, they will sometimes open the door, and I'm really not interested in that because there could be a ton of these other goat guys in there. Yeah, they did. I could hear them opening. It's really annoying. And I got a feeling that this room is full of other goat guys, but I'll figure it out when I get up there, of course. Okay, so we got archers up here instead. And I'll take these any day over these sort of red melee guys. Let's see, a magical shrine. I think it's crap, but we're just gonna check it out anyway. Oh, I actually get a mana shield from that. Not bad. Not bad at all, actually. So, I could go to town now if I wanted to, and then come down here and there's a mana shield. So, I'm gonna... Naturally, I'm not gonna use the shrine. Picked up another shield. Oh. And you could ask, why not go repair your helm? Well... It's pretty crappy, so I'm not gonna bother with these 2 extra armor, to be honest. Not at the moment. No sort of red goat guys, so I'm pretty alright here. Oh, 1. And if there's 1, there's typically more. I think I can kiss this helmet goodbye real soon. It turned red now, so I think it's down to, let's see, 2 durability. I think it becomes red when it's down to 1 or 2 durability. If there's one of these goats, there's probably more. Could see if I could tank some more of them here. As long as I have this firewall up and they're dumb enough standing in it, everything's fine. Don't even have to do anything, just don't walk into the fire really, myself. Alrighty, so that part of the level is cleared as well, and I think there's one, we're missing one part at the moment, but you can see how random it is with loot. I think I got 1 magic item so far, and in the last there was like almost more than I could carry. Still, the quality of the items is, it's very random. So some of the items, even though magic will give you maybe, I don't know, 300 gold, other items, if they're really good at this level, will give you me up to, say, 2,000, something like that. More goat, guys. I do feel a little more confident, so I'm trying to... Not that confident though, but I wanted to go on the other side of the flame, but it's too risky. Making sure that my mana shield don't run out. Yeah, so 3 of them coming. I don't want to... If I can avoid it, I don't want all 3 hitting on me at the same time. So I think I'm just gonna play it safe. And it's actually more than 3. That's quite a lot. So I'm gonna stand here in the doorway. And that was my last pot, so I'm definitely gonna take a trip to town now. I'm just waiting on the fire to die out here, and then I can pick up this. It's for sale, for sale. And then I'm gonna need probably another... I just need to clear a bit more up there, but sometimes it's more than you actually think, so... I'm gonna go down to get this. There was a free mana shield down here by the shrine in the big room down here. I think it's this room right here. Maybe, or maybe it was further down. I don't recall. Magical shrine, yeah. So this is a free mana shield. I'm gonna use that. Let's see. Up to town. If we're really lucky, the witch has Book of Mana Shield. I'll even say if she has Book of Lightning, I'll probably buy that as well.
Hello, my friend. Stay a while and listen.
Not bad, actually, guys. So there was a staff of magic brilliance. I think I'm gonna take that instead of this staff with all the... It'll just increase my mana pool by 226, so I'll go for 240 total to 266. I might keep this just for the fun of it for now. It could be, if I'm low on money, it could be a very prized asset, but I'm not even gonna recharge it for now. I'm just gonna leave it here.
Well,
I'm
what
gonna
can I do
sell
for you?
these crappy items. And before I repair, I'm just gonna see if he has anything interesting. Not really. Not anything I can carry anyway, so I'm just gonna repair. Skull cap, armor. Yeah, that's it for now. So I can sell the flash, I can sell the lightning scroll, and I can sell the stone curse. Sell this and this. And let's see what the witch has, but other than that, I'm just gonna fill up with a lot of mana. I hope she has a scroll at least of
I sense a soul
mana shield.
in search
Just
of
gonna
answers.
fill up with normal mana pots here. Nope, she doesn't. That sucked. There's an infravision, but I already have these. So I was just gonna sell flash, healing. Yeah, that's it. Just gonna fill up my mana completely here. And then there was I have I only have one. Well, I don't even have a scroll of mana shield, but I had it. Like I said, I have it from the shrine down below. But I got 2 scrolls of infravision, and what I'm gonna do is that when I get below here, I'm gonna take the shrine, get my mana shield. Ta-da! The problem is, you know, I would have liked this mana shield on the next level, but it's not possible if there aren't any and none for sale. So I'm gonna clear the level now with the mana shield that I have, and then I'm gonna probably go down the next level. I won't have any mana shield, it's really dangerous then. So I can... What would be smart is going a lot of times up to town to see if Adria finally has a scroll or a... Oh, first guy drops a magic item. Rather typical, isn't it? I've got room for that though. I think I'll leave my infravision for now, because yeah, then I know the bow is here as well.
I have no room.
If you open inventory and pick up the item, you can actually move the item to the sort of the other side of where you took it. So this way it's easier to sort of find the bow. Bows can be notoriously hard to find. Was a doorway up here, and we'll take single goat number 2 here. There we go. I'm just gonna walk through there. Yeah. One more. Yeah, the single goat party. As you can see, I'm getting interrupted a lot here. Oh. Bet you the fire's gonna go out. Oh. There we go. Good night. I was thinking the fire was gonna go out before before he sort of died from it. The one that was already here, so 55 gold. Yeah, I think I got it. So, probably a lot of goats, expect the worst here. Yeah, lots. So, scoot this up early because accidentally I made a firewall behind me. So that was almost like worst case scenario. Trying to trap myself with the firewall here. I can go down and see if I actually picked up this loot here. Yeah, I did. The 55 gold I put down there. So the optimal place to be standing is here. Well, it's actually like here. Or even better, the optimal space is put a firewall there and then be standing right in front of it, like this. Then the goat guys, they can't sort of slip beside you in order to sort of surround you. And that's worst case scenario if you're standing here and you got these goat guys all around you. I'm just gonna let this fire go out, there we go. And then sort of stir up the hive. Yeah. Standing here in the doorway. And all I have to do now is keep an eye on my mana. There we go. And I'll replenish meanwhile. Okay, that's a little lame. I got the axe though. And a scroll of golem, yeah sure, I think that's actually a lot of money. It's like pretty much a void walker, but you can't control it that much as you can in World of Warcraft. I think there are more goat guys in here, nope. Book of Inferno, yeah, sure. It's a crappy spell, I never really sort of got the hang of it. It's another fire spell, as you can see here. I think it's really hard to sort of estimate when exactly the mobs take damage from standing in it. Lots of loot at the moment. It's okay. It's still sort of... Well, you know what? I'm still sort of missing the bow. Down there, I'm just gonna throw the axe here. Pick up... healing spell doesn't really matter. But I have a bow down below. I have an axe there. And then I can pick up the sword. Okay. I was pretty fortunate because they didn't open the door, which they sort of could have. A bit of an alternative way to do them, but I guess I got a little more. Sorry, I guess I got a little more confidence at the moment. And by alternative, I mean that normally I'll do them in a doorway. So I'm most scared of the goats, the red goats, and that's why I started keeping my firewall up. So, 2 big rooms left and a corner here. Always a good idea to sort of, yeah, check your corners. Meaning that I don't want any mobs coming from behind while I'm engaged with the full room there. I'm just gonna check out the Tainted Shrine. So it's one of the sort of shrines from hell, again you could say, meaning that no effect to the user, but +1 to a random attribute on other characters or other guys in the dungeon, and -1 to all other attributes. So a sucky shrine, that wouldn't sort of, I don't think it's permanently, meaning that you can sort of regain that stuff. So I'm just took one step ahead in order to sort of lure these guys in. I think we're clear now. But imagine how long this would take if I had to do these guys with the firebolts. Go in fully here. So yeah, actually there's no reason to, because I don't want the shrine. Was a few gold pieces there. Oh, nice. And a magic axe. Oh, and more gold. I need one more room. But I'm a little bit sort of damage-wise, I'm a bit vulnerable as well, because I pretty much only got fire damage. So any mob that's immune to fire, I can't really do anything about it, because the only other damage possibility I have is Holy Bolt against sort of skellies and zombies, and there aren't really any of these sort of below. It's more like other types of mobs. I'm trying to sort of lure them out here, and hopefully they would sort of walk through the fire. Burn. And I can show you what the flash spell is all about. It'll make a ring around you. Like this. Pretty hopeless, really. Doesn't do a lot of damage. Oh, baby. Just what I wanted for Christmas. Really lucky. Got the Book of Mana Shield. Best drop I could hope for. Was really, really nice. I was hoping in Quiet that there would be Book of Mana Shield in there. But there was a charge bolt. It's okay. I'll take that as well. Identify. Yeah, sure. Yeah, so the axe will be worth some money, and that's good. Very, very nice, guys. So now we got Mana Shield. I'll put this up as 8. And then let's see, we got Healing, Firebolt, Firewall, and Mana Shield. So what I will always sort of start out with now is giving myself a Mana Shield. And I have to... I think this is the exit, by the way, up here, up to the north. Just gonna double check. Yeah, down to level 8. So level 8 is the final level here in Catacombs. But I had a bow down here. I think I put it up with a scroll so I would sort of remember it. And I haven't really got that much room for it, but yeah. You know what? We are gonna drink this, and I'm gonna even pick up my infravision as well. So pretty good loot. I got 3 blue items I can present to Griswold when I get up to town. But for now I'm just gonna go down to level 8. And what's highest on the wish list now, and as you can see, always first thing you do now is always cast Mana Shield. What is top tier on the wish list now is ouch. Is Book of Lightning. Lightning will do that I can pretty much hurt all mobs with spells, and that would be really, really nice. Let's see what we got here. Probably more goat guys. Okay, so no aggro yet. I'm just gonna check this doorway first. Okay, lots of hidden. They're really annoying as well. Oh, and some spitting dogs. Fortunately, they can all take damage from fire. Oh, and we got gargoyles as well. One's sitting right there. Just gonna see if you get to sort of target them between the wings. An odd spot to target them. Otherwise, they're pretty much impossible to target, really. I prefer to do them by firebolt because they tend to move out of the fire fairly quickly if you cast the firewall. These aren't that dangerous, but there are sort of higher tier of them as we go further down. So the hidden are a problem, but not less of a problem now that I have Mana Shield. Man, I'm so happy I got this Mana Shield. It will help me a ton. Yeah, I was about to say if there's one hidden, then there's probably more. Make sure I stand in the doorway so they can't sort of come behind me. We actually got a level, very nice. More magic, guys. Oh, back to the doorway. by the way, I think the sound is so well made. It's really spooky. I don't spook that easy. I'm not spooked now, but I think the sound is incredibly well made, especially for such an old game. And by the way, these guys, they feel like they're almost blind, so it's more like they get aggro from more like your proximity than your light radius. It's still light radius that they react to, but it's like you have to like pretty much stand on top of them in order to get aggro. I've got a nice fat lightning trap in my back. But imagine worst case scenario with these guys is that they are sort of flying around you, they are sort of evading your spells, and if there's a lot of them you can sort of be, you can get caught in there against these guys and gargoyles. Where they're really hard to hit because they sort of keep flying around you instead of coming to you in a straight line. Yeah, that could be a problem. So when they're hidden, it's always fighting retreat. Still test shooting a bit here. Yeah. But thinking about opening the door up there instead. Got a ring. Oh, actually an amulet, not bad. It's even better. Just checking if I had a scroll of identify, but I didn't. So worst case scenario is that, there's a lot more of these hidden guys. So when these sort of doggies, they die, they leave the spit behind, and you'll take damage by standing in it, really. Lots of them here. Wasn't quite sure how much damage they dealt, so for starters to have one of them scratching at me. And by the way, now that I sort of I was lucky enough to find a book of Mana Shield, it means that that I saved 16,000 gold, at least my full fortune, you could say. Yeah, so I don't want a hidden guy and this guy hitting the other guy, the gargoyle here, hitting at me at the same time. Yeah, I'm going down to my doorway here, blocking it. There we go. So with 16,000 gold, I can probably purchase something else. And what I'm gonna do if I make it out of here alive? Oh, they're doing this annoying sort of dance. By the way, they can sit down and sort of regenerate if you don't manage to kill them initially. So I have 16,000 gold to spend, and I'm probably gonna do probably off recording if I make it out of here alive from level 8. A couple of sort of shopping runs to the witch, because each time you make a new game, she will have new items to sell. And what I'm looking for is, and I don't consider that cheating at all, it's just how the game is. But I'm looking for a book of lightning. And it's not unusual for the witch to have a book of lightning at this stage in the game. Just that it's not unusual for her to have a book of mana shield as well, as it's simply too hard for to Sorcerer to keep up otherwise. So I've got to block the door. I got one behind me. There he is. Just moving in here to try and lure. I think the final one. Into the flames. Including myself, apparently. There we go. Alrighty, so, yeah, guess what? I have to look at the papers again. Okay, this is probably the most terrible shrine of all for Sorcerer. It'll give you +2 level to your charge bow spell, which is, yeah, sure, it's fine, but it's nothing special. You'll find these books eventually and you'll get it. But it'll remove 10% of your total mana for good. On this character only that takes the shrine though, but still. So, yeah, I would lose 27 mana or 28. I don't feel like testing it out because it's such a huge, blow, because it's permanent, that, yeah, it's just unbearable, really. So remember, guys, if you feel like playing this game, and I hope so, I hope I can inspire a little bit. Oh, we have a fugitive here. Do print a copy of the shrines and effects for Diablo 1, so you can sort of check out. It's impossible to remember all these shrines, so I have to look every time. All I know is that Hidden Shrine and Enchanted Shrine, and I would even test it just to make sure, are sort of the 2 best shrines for Sorcerer at least. Where you get extra durability and your spells. Oh, that's a lot of luckies down here. I think I'm just gonna... a good firewall here, because it'll take them sort of coming around the corner as well. Alrighty. Big pack of ugly ones here. Unfortunately, I did get to spread them out a bit too much there. They are slow, but as I recall it, heavy hitters though. So I'm just gonna control here. Oh, I'm missing something over here as well. I can see this sort of hallways ends sort of abruptly. Ouch. Sure, I can sell these. Why not? I got room. So, almost clear on level 8. I can sneak peek on level 9 just to show you that you can see instantly that it's a different environment. So we started out in the cathedral. That was level 1 to 4, and then I took Catacombs here, where I am at the moment, which is level 5, 6, 7, 8. So 4 levels again, all the areas are 4 levels. And the next area will be caves, which is 9, 10, 11, 12. And then hell will be 13, 14, 15, 16. Basically, the sort of... Yeah, it's a bit like different worlds, you could say, with different sort of inhabitants and yeah, different strategies really, because the next area I'll show you in the next video will be... Oh. Yeah, let's just start by surviving this area here. The next area will be really open, which makes it harder, I guess, for all classes. Seems that I'm missing quite a lot still. Yeah. Okay, I'm missing quite a bit here. So I'm gonna try to clear the big room here with the mana I have left. There are a few books and scrolls and stuff there. Could be useful. Worst case scenario is that's filled up with these hidden guys, but... Oh. Yeah. But it wasn't. It was filled up with these guys instead.
I cannot carry any more.
Still a few left. Oh. Oh, but oh boy. Lucky me, so I just found a Book of Lightning. Thank you. It was from one of the mobs, because I haven't really touched any of these sort of pedestrials, or whatever they're called. It's one of these guys So there are a couple of things that can be sold here. Ooh, and a second Book of Lightning. Really, really lucky. So, I'm just gonna... Let's see about this lightning spell. It's a level 2 spell. Level 1 is 2 to 18 damage. The reason why it's such a big... I think it's because a big difference from low damage to high damage is that if the lightning passes all the way through you, a full of sort of a lightning, you'll get the highest amount of damage. It's still 2 to 18 now, but a little less mana cost. Oh, holy crap. And a Book of Chain Lightning, that's even better. And yes and no. Chain Lightning is extremely good find, because I think the book costs maybe like 18,000 gold, something crazy like that. I'm just gonna read it. But I'm not gonna use it, because Chain Lightning, as it sort of implies, will...
I have no room.
Chain Lightning will sort of go in any direction where there is a mob. So if I have a mob, like the one I'm shooting at here, and one down here, it will sort of split up in two, and it's really hard to control. If there is, say, a mob here behind this wall, it'll try to split up in 3. And the best way to use Chain Lightning is to funnel it, meaning that all lightnings go in the same direction. That's how you kill it the fastest and most efficient. I probably have to go up to town before I open this room, because the worst case scenario is, it's that it's completely filled up with mobs, and that I'm gonna get overwhelmed there. So yeah, I'd rather take this extra trip to town. Sell some of all the stuff here. Just gotta identify what I have.
Stay a while and
nice
listen.
bow, but yeah, I don't use bow. Amulet of the Eagle, yeah, sure. 28 extra hit points, very nice, I guess, for a warrior, but still. Shield of the Moon, not too bad. Sort of maiming, not too bad. Falcon of some health stuff. Yeah, so naturally, even though I'm sort of more reliable on my mana now's health, I'll still take the hit points. From 46 to 74 hit points is pretty massive from one item. The shield, it's not terrible. I might be able to use it in a combined with, say, Club of the Sky, which was 3 to all. 13 to magic is probably better, way better. The Plentiful Staff of Firebolt, I don't need it anymore. I'm gonna...
Well, what can I do for you?
It has served me very well, though. I don't think I'm gonna repair anything, because just gonna pick up these items as well. I think I'm just gonna sell them, to be honest. Let's see, I get 8 to all stats, and this is 13 to magic. It's a bit... I have to think about it, what I keep, because 8 to all stats is... it's pretty nice, actually. 13 to magic is only 5 extra to magic instead of 8 to all stats, and by all stats it's strength, magic, dexterity and vitality. It's mainly strength I'm after magic, because it will allow me to equip more powerful items.
I sense a soul in search of answers.
So first off, I'm just selling all my crap here. That's done. Information I'm gonna keep for now. Could be useful. Let's see
I
what she
sense a
has.
soul in search of answers.
Mana, of course, and full mana. Any books? Nope. All right. I'm just gonna go down, clear the rest of the... well, the room that was down there, and as it's said before, always remember that, or you could die from it. Have the mana shield button at the ready when you go down. This way you won't forget it, or at least there's less chance that you forget it. So I expect the worst. A room full of hidden. Wasn't entirely true though. And that's it? Okay, not a lot. So, yeah, back to town. Just to be completely safe. So, yeah. I'm gonna do a couple of shopping rounds at the Witch, and then I'm pretty much gonna bid you a fair farewell. So current status is I'm level 16, fairly close to 17, and I might exchange these. Maybe not. Let's see. If I equip the club here, I have 19 strength and I need 25. Nah, I'm not gonna use 6 more strength on this. I'm probably gonna sell these 2 items. What I'm looking for is items that can give me more mana. And books of, say, lightning spells, especially, that would help me a lot. So, with that in mind, guys, I'm gonna bid you a fair farewell. As usual, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care, bye-bye.